Hello everybody, Mark here, and today I'm going to be doing another, well I say another, I haven't done one of these in a while, it's a drinks review. This is WKD Blue Alcoholic Drink Mix, original it says. So I'm guessing they've made other varieties. Now it's, well what it is, I'll quickly tell you, it's sparkling fortified alcohol mixed blending mixed fruit juices. Now it says alcohol, but I tell you, it doesn't. I can't find anywhere on here that says vodka, except for the shop shelf where it says the price. It says vodka drink. On the bottle it doesn't. It just says alcohol pre-mixed blending. It's been mixed with fruit flavours. Anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a review on this. I've never had this before, and there's something strange, considering this isn't a kid's drink. They've got a little smiley face on there. I don't know, that's kind of strange. Anyway, I'm going to open this up in a minute. I'm going to tell you about it, but first, I want to address a couple of points. One, I got a message from Dan. He writes, "Great work, Mark. Thank you very much." He's actually been a viewer of mine since I started. I've been going like 6 months and a week or so, and he's one of my regulars. Thank you for your comment. And he writes, "Did you hear about the YouTube monetize or demonetize rule?" And he hopes that I'll continue making videos. Well, Dan and everybody else, yes, I have heard about it, but I don't know too much about it. I do know that from the 20th of next month, which would be February, they're going to be stopping money. Well, actually, that's the thing. They're going to be stopping the monetization part of everybody's video that doesn't have 4,000 hours and 1,000 subs. But then, see, I thought, right, well, you know, nobody's going to be getting any money. And then Mr. Kreska wrote saying that they will put ads on your video, only you won't be getting any money for it, which is a bit naughty. So I don't know. Either way, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's the what the actual situation is. I find it quite difficult to find information on the internet regarding this. Everybody's got their opinion, but doesn't seem to be many facts. And of course, YouTube are not providing any facts. They just tell you how it's going to be. They don't tell you how they've come to that decision, which is really crazy because it's mind-boggling how they work. I mean, I was just thinking a week before they did this, I mean, how badly can they screw us anymore? You know, they're already, you put a video up, they immediately, or almost immediately, demonetize it. Then it can take 2, 3, 4, 5 days, sometimes longer, for them to review it and then put it back on. And by then, everybody who's going to watch your video has already watched it, right? You know, so and now they're stopping advertisement money from going to the little guys. It's fine for the people who have been doing this a while or have videos that go crazy popular. They're making money, you know. I mean, you know, they're making so much money they don't have to work, some of them, which is not the goal of everybody, you know. So, but I just don't know what they're doing. So on that regard, if anybody's got Twitter and Facebook, you know, pass the word on via that. Which actually so that's that. So I don't know what's going on. And anyway, that leads me on to a subject. I'll get onto the booze in a minute, but I want to get this done. There's a whole bunch of people that I subscribe to. One of them being, actually, and I don't know how to put people's links on. I know how to put my video here and subscribe there, but I don't know how to put people's links. So I'll put that there, and I'll see if I can get my finger out of the shadow. Chris the Butcher. Okay, I've been a subscriber to him for a long time, and in actual fact, it's one of my subscribers. Along with most of the people that I've subscribed to, they've recommended him. Anyway, the point I'm getting at is, I watched one of his videos again, I think it was yesterday's video, and he come up with a right good idea about, because we're getting boned really, you know, by YouTube, You know, a lot of us like he's been doing it a lot longer than me and others, you know, but very, you know, a lot of us don't have 1,000 subs. So his idea was that if what we do, if us little guys, you know, on YouTube here, if we all club together, promote each other's sites, like, you know, if you get, I don't know, whatever, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6 people who could do with a shout out, you know, and in return they'll shout out your site and 3, 4, 5 other sites that they're subscribed to who could do with a shout out, you know, and in return they in turn shout out him or them, you know, the person who, you know, they shout out a bunch of, you know, so it's almost like a, what's that film Pay It Forward, with that little kid who seeds dead people, you know, he does a good turn, and that person in turn does a good turn for somebody else, and that person does a good... Anyway, I'm waffling on. Jeez. Anyway, so Chris the Butcher, he come up with that idea of, you know, what you do, you shout out people, you know, and basically pass the word on to, you know, for you who may not come across these sites to, you know, have a chance to find a site that you might enjoy. You know, who knows, you might want to subscribe to them. Okay, so Chris the Butcher did that, so there's one for him. I don't know, yeah, like I said, I don't know how to put links up here and that, so I've had to write it down. Another one is Pete Thomas, who I've actually mentioned a few times. He's a good one. He actually, you know, he seems to know what he's doing on the old cookery front, you know, which is where I get some of my ideas, personally. If I want to know how to cook something, I'll go see him. He knows how to cook it, and I just do it for bargain basement prices, you know. So Pete Thomas, yeah, check him out. He's done a lot of videos. He can make his own pies, his own stews. He goes in for the, oh, what's the word? Not, is it Caribbean? I'm having a mind blank, but Trinidad kind of cooking and foreign cooking like this. So he does a bit of that. Oh, here's another good one. Artisan. Actually, that should be an N in there. Artisan bread with Steve. Now that's supposed to be one word. If you put an Ed in there, an N, artisan. Anyway, artisan bread with cheese with Steve. That's, like I say, one word. He does bread making without the machine. You know, we just basically mix it and throw it in the oven. And another one that I know that Chris the Butcher recommended. Rick's Food Channel. There we go, Rick's Food Channel. I like watching this guy because he's quite good. What he does is real strange. You know, it may sound strange watching a grown man eating his dinner, but he makes it, you know, quite entertaining. He tells you about the food. He talks about what he's doing. You know, things in general, just chit chat. You know. But he'll give you a lot of, I mean, basically look at what he's eating for dinner, and you get some ideas about what you can make yourself. You know, something that, I mean, I never even knew. What was it? Deep fried mushrooms. I never knew chip shops did. I don't know when it's my chippy, and they do those. You know, and he does a lot of foods that, you know, they think, Christ, I haven't eaten that in a long time. But there he is eating it and gives some ideas. So there's my passing it forward. So the idea that Chris the Butcher came up with was if each of those passes on the person who shouted them out, and then each of them go through their subscribe list and shout out a few names that could benefit from a shout out, and see if we can all get each other to 1,000 subs, you know. Because it's a big pond that we're swimming in here. You know, there's a lot of people out there, millions. You know, and sometimes, I mean, I've actually found, purely by accident, I'm just flicking through videos and I come across a few gems and I subscribe to them. You know, there's a few that I'll probably do another shout out in another video, and yeah, you know, so these are videos that you may not come across without being sort of told about them. Anyway, so there you have it. So if we all stick together, maybe we can make something of this. You know, because I mean, you know, what the YouTuber really sort of piling it on us. Anyway, so back to the subject. Wow, 10 minutes in of talking with that. I better get on with the booze. So, this I got from the co-op. There's about £3.50, £3.75, but they were doing a deal 2 for a £5. So I thought, you know, I like vodka and I like fruit juices, so I thought I'd give it a go. Oh, actually, it's got a sort of a blueberry. It doesn't say anything on the back. It just says, like I said before, an alcohol pre-mixed blending fruit, mixed fruit flavours. It's got caffeine in it. It's 700 millilitres and it's 4% alcohol. So anyway, but yeah, it's got a blueberry, you know, so similar to that. What was that? I tried bubblegum bar flavour. If you type in REmarks bubblegum flavoured drink or bar flavoured drink, I had a can of bubblegum flavour fizzy drink. It smells like that. You know, I don't know if that's going to be any a reference to you. Interesting. Oh. Not bad at all, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's 4%. I've had these. I've had other, mostly orange, pre-mixed drinks. Yeah, it does. It has a bubblegum kind of flavour. Although it's not, you know, it's kind of not. It's not like a kid's drink bubblegum flavour. But definitely, it does taste like that bar bubblegum flavoured drink. Yeah, interesting. You know, I think. Yeah, but this would be a nice drink to have in my. I've got 2 of these bottles, so I'm actually going to be making Farm Foods Challenge number 6 shortly after I finish this. So I'll probably have some of this with the dinner that I'm going to be making on. It's the challenge for £25. Yeah, so it would go very nice with some dinner, you know. And of course, I've actually done this before. I've actually poured a shot of vodka into one of these pre-mixed bottles. You know, it gives you an extra kick, so that's pretty good. As if you want to get sort of, you know, sort of not drunk, but you know, out of it. Anyway. Very nice, you know. Like I say, I've had the orange before, but this actually, oh boy, it's a little bit gassy. It's not carbonated. I suppose I should, unlike the bar drink that I reviewed, the bubblegum flavoured bar drink, this isn't carbonated. It's more. It's kind of it's hard to do. It's not flat. And it's not carbonated, and it's sort of like, I don't know if you have such a thing in the middle. Boy, I'm talking crap now. Yeah, it's more like you remember, you know, like you get a carton of juice. It's more like that, you know. With the, you know, there's no fizziness or anything like that. I'm going to go before I start waffling on too much. But all in all, you know, the co-op are doing a deal, 2 for a £5. And so if you like fruit juice, in particular bubblegum, and you like vodka, yes, it'll make a nice change. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I'll leave that with you there, and I hope that was of use. I know I was waffling on a bit. It's late at night, you see, and I'm a bit tired. That's and I haven't been feeling too great the last few days, so I'm not really with it. Anyway, I'll leave that with you, and thanks very much for watching. And yeah, you know. By all means, you know, go through some of those. Just check them out. See what you think. If you like them, great. You know, subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.